Does God warn us against unbelief? I came across this passage in Hebrews chapter 3. If we start from verse 16, it reads, "Who were they who heard and rebelled? Were they not all those Moses led out of Egypt? And with whom was he angry for 40 years? Was it not with those who sinned, whose bodies fell in the desert? And to whom did God swear that they would never enter his rest, if not to those who disobeyed?" So we see that they were not able to enter because of their unbelief. All right. What do we learn from this passage that we can apply in our daily lives? First of all, those who were led out of Egypt, the Israelites, had heard about God. They were not ignorant of his ways. And if you remember, at that time they were loaded with treasures and gold that they had gotten from the Egyptians when God softened their hearts towards the Israelites. And if you remember, he provided for them while they were in the desert. So they had heard, and yet they rebelled. Now, the second thing we learn is that God gets angry. If you pay close attention, you'll see he was angry for 40 years because no matter what he did, they never stopped mumbling and grumbling. The other thing that you realize is that, amazingly, crossing from Egypt to Israel, in today's time and place where we have vehicles, is not even a day. In those days, it wouldn't have even been 4 years, let alone 40 years. But we know because of their mumbling and grumbling, God took that to be sin against him, and their bodies fell in the desert. We also know that God swore that they would never enter his rest. The thing is, when God says something, he does not go against his word. It is certain. So he said, those who disobey will never enter his rest. Finally, we see that the main reason they were not able to enter was because of their unbelief. They chose not to believe in God Almighty, even when he showed them so many signs and wonders and miracles. Well, God is great. See you next time.